Hey guys, today I'm doing my first impression on the new anime called Young Black Jack, and it's based off the original manga called Blackjack by Osamu Tezuka. They also have another adaptation of the same manga but with called Young Blackjack by Yoshiaki Tabata. I assume that the anime is by its art style is more based on the new manga which was created in 2011. I found out that they do have about 8 to 9 volumes, so if you already read it, good for you. If you haven't, I suggest you go read the manga. I might even read it myself. But either way, my first thoughts on this anime, it was pretty good. It was a good impression on me for the first episode. It kept me hooked from beginning to end. I really did like the animation. It was clean and cut. The characters were simple, except for the main character, because I mean, he's all stitches and everything, so they have to make someone look different. But nonetheless, I like the character designs. Some characters were goofy looking, some looked pretty normal, but nonetheless, it was pretty well in the animation part. Now for the story, come to find out that Kuro Hazama is a 22-year-old student in the medical field, and he performs his first surgery on a young boy that was hit by a moving train, and he ended up losing both his arm and his leg. And Hazama took it upon himself to perform surgery on the young boy within 4 hours before his limbs die and he had to be amputated. And the thing is, he doesn't even have his license, but when he looked at the young boy and saw that he could repair him, and if you saw in the episode, Hazama showed that over his whole body, well, his upper body that we saw so far, he has tons of scars, and he considered himself a patchwork. He said through all the things that he went through, this is who I am, and I'm going to use myself in order to see myself in others and help them. And he saw himself in this little boy, and he felt confined to help this little boy. He felt he needed to save this little boy's life so he can live a better life. And so he performed the surgery on the little boy with the help of his fellow colleague, I forgot her name, and another one of his old friends, and he was able to do the surgery within the 4 hours. And you would have thought, even though it was his first surgery, you wouldn't have thought he was able to complete such a task, let alone a professional at times can sometimes mess up in their work. Even a professional will mess up, but for him, for his first time ever performing on a live patient, he was able to complete the job and do it in a excellent fashion, and that was pretty cool. I mean, you even saw in the episode he was doing imagery training, if you have to say, where he's thinking and pretending that he is actually operating on a live person. So that imagery training he was doing early in the episode helped him when he was performing on a live patient on that little boy. Overall, I really did enjoy this episode. I mean, it got me hooked from beginning to end, and I really do want to see more of these characters. And from what I've learned and researched, the story does progresses, and it gets a little bit darker as it keeps going on. So I'm assuming, based on the opening and what happened in the opening, Kazuma's past will be revealed, and we can say that his past was not a very good one. It was a very sad one. Because if you saw in the opening, he was a little boy who had bandages all over his face, and there was a lady on a bed, and then this man with another woman. So I can assume his past wasn't that of a good one. He probably was abandoned somewhere, somewhere along the lines. He was abandoned as a child. But nonetheless, I'm going to enjoy the good moments that we have right now till we get to the darker parts of this series. But overall, like I said, it was good, it was clean, it was straight to the point, and I can't wait to see more episodes and what this story has to unfold as a total. And if you want to read the manga, go check it out. Both versions, the new one from 2011 and the one from the 1970s or the 1960s, somewhere along the line. But Tell me your thoughts on what you thought about this show. Do you like it so far? Do you didn't like it? Just, anything you want to say about this new series, Young Black Jack. If you want to check us out on Twitter, please do so, and also on our Tumblr. If you have any questions for me personally, you can check me out on my personal Twitter and Tumblr. That will be in the description box below. If you want to become a member of our Facebook page, it is a closed group, so you will have to send in a request, and one of the admins, such as myself, will gladly add you onto the page to become a member. And that's all I have for my first impression of Young Black Jack. And I'll see you guys later.